Welcome back to another Vintage Cube, everybody. Here we are for yet another one. Unfortunately, Vintage Cube slowly coming to a close here. Just a couple more days of this queue. Start the video. And of course, the cat demands access to the room every time. So yeah, let's enjoy CubeBot still here. It looks like Time Spiral Remastered is coming along down the pike as well. That's something I'll probably check out. I don't know if it'll hold my attention quite as much as Cube, but all right, well, let's talk about this pack. I think this is just a Phyrexian Metamorph. This is a pretty unexciting pack all in all. I think Metamorph and like Probe are probably the best cards here. Grudge is pretty good in this cube, but it's not at first pick quality here. So yeah, I'll just take Metamorph. It's nice and flexible. It's basically colorless, so you know, it can go into almost any deck. Hi, kitty. Come on. All right. Classic cattail here on camera. All right, well, this pack's a little more exciting. So we have our pick of Library, which is pretty nice. Narset, which is pretty nice. Balance can be good, though. I'd rather pick that one up a little bit later when my deck's already set up for it. You really want lots of Planeswalkers or lots of artifacts to make Balance work. I think that's basically it. Duress is decent, but it's not nearly as good as those two cards. So, it's kind of hard to go wrong with Library, but it's also kind of hard to go wrong with Narset, honestly. Card's pretty busted. It can enable some shenanigans with draw sevens. It looks at extra cards. This might be controversial, but I'm going to take Narset here over Library. There's just a lot of games where, you know, if you get lucky and get like a Moxen or whatever, there's just a lot of games where you don't have time to be messing around a library. You just want to get your hand deployed and go. Whereas Narset can still get you card advantage in the mid game and, yeah, again, interfere with your opponent's plans in a pretty substantial way. All right, this is another interesting choice here. So Flooded Strands are really good duel. Again, all the blue fetches are just great because they'll often end up fixing your mana in pretty good ways. But Emrakul is also here, and you know, this is the best target for just so many things between like through the reach sneak attack and you kind of fast reanimation shenanigans. So I think I'm going to take Emrakul here and see if we can get that going. There's just so many, not so many, but there's a couple of different combos where Emrakul is the absolute top-notch target, and I think that's worth enough. You know, picking it up this early means we can kind of keep an eye out for, again, stuff like sneak attack or fast reanimation. All right. Okay. Well, this pack's pretty much horrible. I think the best cards for us here are going to be Imperial Seal, Night's Whisper, and like Wall of Roots, I guess, is a decent card. It doesn't really fit with what we're doing at the moment, but I think I'll probably just take Seal here. I don't love the top of the deck tutors, but when you have an Emrakul in the deck, you're definitely looking to combo it in some way, so I guess I'll take it. Narset also has a few ways it can combo with like draw sevens or whatever, so I guess, but I'm not excited about it. Here I'll probably take a Thief of Sanity. Just a good blue-black card. Looks like that's the direction we're heading, and there's not really much else other than Geist, but that's a little further away from our colors, and I think they're comparable. Geist is probably a little bit better. The Hexproof is a big deal, but it does get just blocked, so the flying kind of helps there. Okay, I could take an Opposition. It doesn't look great in the deck at the moment, but again, it's a card that if we can pick it early, we can draft with an eye towards it. And I think I'll take it just because there's not much else here. I could take the Makeshift Mannequin. That is a combo with like Emrakul Reanimator stuff, but it's kind of the worst of them. You really want the ones that let you attack right away. So I'm going to take Opposition sort of speculatively here. Could take Imperial Recruiter in case we end up in a Kiki deck. I could take just Control Magic. It's totally a fine, like, removal-ish spell. I could take Frantic Search. And that might actually be the one I take. It helps us dig to the combo, and again, I'm looking for, in blue-black, fast reanimation for the Emrakul. And Frantic Search can enable that pretty nicely, so let's grab that one. Necromancy, not exactly what you're looking for. You can cast it with Flash, but then you only get the creature for that turn, which doesn't quite do what we want. Hangerback's sort of a combo with opposition, but not even a very good one. I think I'll just take Shriekmaw. It's a fine little piece of removal. It can maybe combo with opposition if we actually hardcast it. It's like fine. Right, this is our first pack again. There wasn't much here the first time around. There's even less this time. Just take this Rakdos return, I guess. I don't really see playing any of those cards, but I'll take the Bazaar on the like off chance that we really get there. Ooh, all right, Creeping Tar Pit is a nice one. I'll definitely grab that one here. First land. I mean, sure, I'll take an Atarka. I don't really see reanimating Atarka being a big draw, but it's something we could do. I mean, Woe Strider's a combo with opposition in that it makes 2 bodies, so... But in deck for now, I don't expect to play this card, and really his opposition's not looking very good at the moment, but we just picked it over basically nothing, so... you know, it's kind of a freebie, and... Massacre Worm's a good one to have in the sideboard. Definitely decks where you would side this in and be very happy with the results, but... All right, taking a while here. Looks like I got a couple people clogging up the table there at the end. So yeah, this is an okay start. We need to fill out the beginning of the curve, obviously, and we need some like either some interaction or some acceleration. And we're still looking for combos with either opposition or Emrakul here. More fixing would be good. There's definitely a lot we need, but yeah, deck's okay. All right, well, I'm gonna take Black Lotus because it's a Black Lotus. Yeah, small chance Thoughtseize wheels. People don't love black. There was a lot of black cards wheeling, so maybe that comes back, which would be very nice. Small chance Bayou comes back, which doesn't currently help us, but it might provide some kind of fixing value. I don't imagine Days or Cryptic will, but maybe. So those would be like the cards I'd be looking to pick up on the wheel. Probably not Ulamog. That one's not very good with the same combos Emrakul's good with. Yeah, that's kind of it. All right, well, let's take a Lotus. What do we have here? Okay, here's a Corpse Dance. I'm going to grab that one over Phantasmal Image, which would be a nice addition to the deck, but I do want this. I think it's a pretty powerful combination here with Emrakul. Unfortunately, this is a 3-card combo in effect because you need the Corpse Dance, the Emrakul, and then some way to discard the Emrakul. Frantic Search it does nicely because it's basically free, but still. Recurring Nightmare is kind of interesting. It's sort of a combo with Woe Strider. It's sort of a combo with Metamorph. What else do we have going here? There's not much else here. I could think like a Pyromancer to try and combo with opposition, but I don't really see that being amazing. Tesser's not looking too good. It can find a Lotus, which is kind of sweet, but I don't think that's exactly where I want to be. Languish is like the worst Wrath ever. I'm gonna take Recurring Nightmare. It's kind of like a package with this opposition. If we find a couple ways to make some artifact creature, or not artifact, but token creatures, and we can kind of like loop them, and then it's good with both halves of, or both these cards, which is nice. But our deck doesn't look like it's currently gonna get there on that, so I'm not too convinced here. I'll probably just take a Chalice here. Fumarole would be a nice one as well. Ashen Rider, again, I'm not too interested in Corpse Dancing and Ashen Rider, so that's not really for us. Chalice, no, just like a fine piece of acceleration. Alright, probably take a Delta here. Yogwol, this is in the deck for, even though it does have a Lotus, but you need a little bit more than that. And then Heartless Active or Thirst, if they wield, would be great, but this pack we're going to get like 2 cards or something out of, so they're probably not going to be very good ones. But the fixing's pretty important, so I like taking that here. Ooh, this is a tough choice, actually. I love Baleful Strix and Vampiric Tutor. Obviously, we're trying to assemble big combos pretty good. But I think I just like Strix way too much. It's okay with Recurring Nightmare Opposition. And, you know, just kind of... It does all the things, right? It digs you deeper into your deck. It buys you time. If this wheels, which is not impossible, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It have to be the last card in the pack, but it's definitely possible, and I would play it with Nightmare Opposition. Sphinx, not exactly it. Looter Core, though, is a good one. It's another way to discard, though. Discarding with Looter and then Corpse Dancing isn't exactly a combo, but it's still a good card to just dig into the things you need. Alright, I guess I take an Una's Prowler, although maybe I take a Rager, actually. Rager Opposition and Rager Nightmare. Kind of a thing. We're kind of building 2 separate decks here, which probably isn't the smartest thing in the world, but... Oh well. I don't think any of the cards I wanted wheeled for this pack, so... I'll take the sword. Looks like we're gonna have a bunch of random bodies. The sword could end up being good if we play against like blue-green. So this sword's a little bit weak, I think. Milling them 10 doesn't actually accomplish all that much a lot of the time, and then, you know, creating a random wolf isn't so strong either. So... yeah, I think it's a pretty poor sword, all in all. Like, if they can't deal with it, or with the creature, sometimes you can just mill them out, and it's fine, but, you know, if they have any kind of graveyard interaction, it's just so bad for you. So, I don't know. But there are matchups where I bring it in. I just won't main deck it. Alright, see here. Ooh, Phantasmal Image wield. Well, that's great. I definitely want a Phantasmal Image. Should have lots of decent targets for it in the deck. Do I want a Tezzeret? It still doesn't seem that good. It can get a Lotus. It can get a Baleful Strix. Can get a Metamorph. I guess it can get a Metamorph. I mean, I'll take it just because I'm not playing these any of the other cards, but I don't think that's really where we want to be. I'll take an Ashen Rider for similar reasons. Recruiter's almost interesting, but I think I'll take Shieldbreaker. There's a chance we splash red, and that's a nice one to have. Ooh, the Siege Gang did wheel, and I'm apparently bad at math. There's 2 cards in the pack. Citadel, usually a decent card if you can get into play somehow, but I think Siege Gang's the man for us here. Yeah, so we have this, like, Recurring Nightmare Opposition deck, and then we also are just going to have an Emrakul Corpse Dance combo in it. I think that's okay. Imperial Seal kind of ties everything together. Ooh, okay. So really just 2 options here, I think, and that is Griselbrand and Underground Sea. Underground Sea, obviously, excellent piece of fixing that we could use, and Griselbrand is the second thing I'd be quite happy to Corpse Dance into play here. And that one works a lot better with the Looter, since you can actually leave it in the graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to take Griselbrand. If we get any regular reanimation, it's also, like, a pretty nice one to have, so... Underground Sea I'll miss, but I think this is worth it. We're only 2 colors at the moment. So we'll see. Yeah, I guess we have a Recurring Nightmare even for just, you know, play a Woe Strider or whatever and reanimate your Griselbrand's pretty strong. So, yeah. Still looking for more stuff to do early. We got a couple of things in the last pack, which helps with Chalice, Strix, and Looter. I would love like a Mana Leak or something, but even just more proactive plays would be fine. Okay, Ophiomancer's nice with recurring nightmare opposition as well, though Demonic Tutor might be the pick. There's a good chance this wheels. This card's not that powerful, and black cards have been wheeling pretty regularly. Wouldn't hate a Golos either, to be totally honest, but I think I'll take Tutor here. Again, we have a couple different combos we're trying to assemble, so I think Tutors are going to be good in this deck. Alright, we have a couple Signets, but they're not fully on color. We have a Scarab God is interesting. That can also reanimate Nevercool, actually. If you if you're brave enough, I guess. I think I just take the Scarab God. I could see taking Vision. It's a little slow though. Again, the Signet's not being fully on color. Yeah. I think one Scarab God's totally fine here. Chart, of course, okay as a discard outlet. Don't think this is quite the Emrakul for us. Wheel, good combo with Narset, but we're not looking like we're necessarily going to splash red at the moment. I could pick up the red land to try and enable, but the wheel's probably not going to come back around here. I think I just take chart. It just seems reasonable. Yawgmoth, if it wheels, I might pick up. It's like sort of a combo of Sling Gang and stuff as well. But yeah, I like just having more card draw here. Okay, what is this pack doing for us? This returns any number of smaller creatures. Like, this could be okay for 6 mana, or for even for 5, it could return some important stuff, and then obviously it's just land most of the time. Frost Titan, not great with Corpse Dance. Okay to just play. We don't have that much ramp, though. Like, we have the Lotus, and that's kind of it. Might think Valky. Valky opposition is good. We can enable some red splashing. We could potentially play the back half. I think the front half of Valky's good enough that I'm happy to put in the deck here. Okay, there's an Animate Dead and a Wish Claw. I had a pretty sweet Wish Claw combo last time around, like controlling people's turns while they had it, but this time I don't think it's quite as good. I'll just take an Animate Dead. Again, combo with Gristlebrand, not a combo with Emrakul, but we can also just reanimate like a Scarab God or something from our opponent. It's totally fine. Let's grab that. Ooh, Shallow Grave is awesome. I'll take Shallow Grave, although, oh man, so many good cards in this pack. This is one of those you want the whole pack situations. Jace is amazing. Impulse is pretty good. Toxic Deluge would be a nice addition, even though we have a lot of creatures, so like that's probably 4th on that list, but it's still quite good. I think I'm going to take the Shallow Grave. It enables the Emrakul so nicely. Jace would be so good, though. Ooh, Spellseeker, too. Okay. Spellseeker works nicely with opposition, Recurring Nightmare, and then it can pick up our Shallow Grave stuff as well. So I like that. Especially now we have actually specifically Shallow Grave, because otherwise, I guess it doesn't have that many great targets. But I think it's still quite good here. Again. God. Regisaur could be okay. Regisaur Shallow Grave is a combo, I guess. The weird one. Don't love Cosima. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't play it. Let's take it. Alright, this did wheel as we expected, and I'm happy to play it. Take a Triumph for the sideboard. I'll take the Yawgmoth. I don't know if I'll make the cut. These cards are getting in there. Alright, so our fixing is a little thin, but it's okay since we're just playing 2 colors. And I think our deck's pretty good. It has a chance to assemble some pretty powerful combinations. Has a couple of tutors. That can't be so bad. We do need to make quite a few cuts, so I'll have to figure out what those are. There's definitely some like B tier stuff in here that can go. Alright, so I have 2 lands. Lotus I'm not counting as a land, so this is 28. So I'll need to cut about 5 cards, which is a lot. Shriekmaw's removal. Let's do a quick group here. So this is a 2-drop. Let's do that, and then we'll sort it after that. Okay. So this is a 2-drop. This is a 0, I guess. I'm just trying to organize into like things I want to play on curve versus just kind of stuff we have. Right? Like you don't need to play Shallow Grave on curve. But you want to play your Chalice on curve, basically, is the way I'm going here. Phantasmal Image isn't really a curve play. The rest of these are Spellseeker, Ophiomancer. Yeah, those are all fine. This is actually a 3-drop. Shriek Maw is actually a 2-drop spell. Okay, this looks fine to me. It's actually gonna be tough. So, yeah, the Yawgmoth, I think... Gosh, this draw a card, too. It's like, the -1 gosh, don't really do that much, right? But it draws cards off of... So it's good with Siege Gang, it's good with Spellseeker, though I was also thinking about cutting Spellseeker, to be honest. It's really good with Ophiomancer. You get to just tag the snake every single turn, that's so good. Decent with this, decent with Woe Strider. Not great with Thief. The Narset actually might have not gotten there. Let's see. How many non-creatures do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's probably still fine. I'll put it over here sort of on the chopping block. Imperial Seal, I could see cutting even though tutors are good in this deck. It's just like a pretty bad one. I could see cutting Animate Dead actually now that we have 2 of the fast reanimations. I care more about that than being able to permanently resurrect your Gristlebrand here. Especially since we already have Recurring Nightmare too. Like, I'll bring it in if it looks like our opponents have good targets or if we're like in a reanimation mirror or whatever, but otherwise I think that can start in the sideboard. I like having the Shriek Maw. We don't have much other removal. Scarab God's a little bit dorky. I could see cutting that one as well. I like Looter. I guess Volky's not like incredible. Shallowgrave Tutor, Image, Shriekmaw Chart, Recurring Nightmare Corpse Dance, Frantic Search. Vehemancer Rager is like kind of dorky. Woe Strider is actually kind of dorky. I think Siege Gang's not great, but it just combos too well with our other cards. So, okay, so I think this is my list here, and again we have 28, so we have to cut 5 of these. So we get to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get to keep 4 of these. So which are the 4 best ones here? I need to make sure I actually have enough creatures to like do the opposition Recurring Nightmare stuff. So creatures that are good with that are going to be important. So I think that's like Woe Strider generates 2 bodies. That's pretty good. This draws a card, which is nice. Volky, I'm a little less impressed by. Though, I mean, it's nice that it's hand disruption. I think I like Narset well enough. And then Spellseeker. What does Spellseeker actually get? Let's take a look at that. So I can get Shallow Grave. That's important. I can get Demonic Tutor, then get something. That's slow, but it works. And I can get Charted Course. Yeah, that's probably not good enough. All right, so Spellseeker will cut. Animate Dead, I think I'm happy to cut as well. Again, that's just not necessarily something we need. Pretty interested in the Yawgmoth. So then it's like these 6. I think I like Rager. It draws us stuff. It works nicely. Woe Strider is multiple bodies. And then Narset, I think, is just good enough. So then I gotta pick one of these to keep. And I just don't like Seal that much, even in a deck like this. Maybe that's crazy, but I think the card's just kind of weak. Maybe in like a slower matchup I can bring it in, but there's just a lot of inherent danger here. Like against aggro, it's slow and it loses your life. Whereas versus control, you're giving up a card draw to search for something to just counter the spell you looked for. So it's kind of bad on both halves there. Scarab God is a little slow again. Maybe we bring that one in out of the board. So would I rather have a 2-1 that's a little bit of hand disruption and can sometimes do some cute with the X ability? And I guess on very rare occasions we might be able to Lotus in the other half. You get an emblem, you play cards, exiled with it. You exile cards, you exile cards. Okay. So like the other half's fine. I don't know. Yawgmoth's probably not good, but I'm kind of interested. This is like sort of the perfect deck for it. If we had like a Bitter Blossom, right, that would be even better. But I don't know. I just want to assemble a Geomancer Yawgmoth. That sounds sweet to me. All right, we'll give this a shot. And then we have lots of sideboard options. Again, Valky can be decent hand disruption. Scarab God Imperial Seal can come in certain matchups. Animate Dead, certainly good in some matchups against like Reanimator and stuff. Massacre Worm, good against lots of creatures. We got Sword if we need it. There's all kinds of stuff we can do here. I guess the Bazaar was also a consideration, but I don't think it quite got there. I guess save. I guess we need to add some basics as well. 6 and 9, huh? That's probably not correct. I imagine I want a fairly even ratio here. Oh, it wants a lot of swamps because of Gristlebrand, that's why. Let's see. Yeah, we have more double blue than double black. Yawgmoth's are only double black card, whereas we have Narset and opposition, so I'll probably go slightly favored towards blue here. Save that, and I'll see you for round number 1. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we go. We're going to be on the play. Fantastic news. You know, if one of these was an island, I would definitely keep this hand, but unfortunately, as is, it's just not going to work. Let's mulligan that one. All right, this looks better. We got a Strix. We got a Demonic Tutor. Keep this one. So, I like the Tutor. Again, we have a lot of 2-card combos in decks. That's pretty powerful. So I'm either putting back an island or a chart, of course. The chart could pretty easily be a draw too. We have a couple of creatures to attack with. So I think I'm going to be a little ambitious and put back an island here. They're just unlikely to kill Baleful Strix, so... unless like it gets countered or something, even if we don't draw a land for Phyrexian Rager, it should be easy enough to attack with Strix and then get the value off Chart of Course here. And even if we have to discard a card off, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, Lotus. Okay. Lotus is nice. I'm not going to play it yet. There's just... Playing a Lotus to get out of Phyrexian Rager doesn't seem like a particularly impactful play, so we're going to save that one for something a little bit better, but there should be good stuff we can pick up here. All right, they're going to pass. Shriekmaw not looking at its finest here. I'm just going to play the Rager here since we made a land drop. Might as well attack still. Okay, there's an Emrakul. And we have this chart as well. Okay, so next turn we should be able to go Lotus, Tutor for Reanimation Spell, Chart of Course, discarding Emrakul, attack them with Emrakul. Oh, and they're stuck on mana too. I mean, it's got to be great for us. Discarding Glorybringer, sure. So... Yeah, that should work, right? I get Shallow Grave. So this is 2, 4, 6 mana. I even have a mana to spare here. So let's go Lotus. I played Demonic Tutor. Oh, I need to make sure I have enough black mana, actually. Hold on. So I need to sack this for black for the Tutor, I guess. Or, well, I just need to sack it for black at some point here. I can resolve the Tutor first. That's fine. Come on. Why is this so tiny? Yeah, I'll just take Shallow Grave. Makes the most sense here. Then sack this for black. Blue. Play chart. Oh, I actually don't have a mana to spend. Man, my math has been not great today. Recorded another video earlier and also screwed up math, but we got there, so it's okay. Pay 1. Discard Emrakul. Play Shallow Grave. Shuffle that back and attack our opponent. All right. Okay, so that's game one in the bank. We know Swamp, Mountain, and Glorybringer. I don't know that's going to entice my sideboarding too much. Shriek Maul, not generally good against swamps, but if they have a Glorybringer, it's like pretty okay. I mean, they're likely playing some kind of Reanimator deck, right? Red-black. It's either Reanimator or just like some removal heavy controlling type deck. They could also, you know, have another color that they just didn't draw. I'm like half tempted to bring in the Animate Dead just in case we're in a Reanimator mirror. It could be pretty powerful. But as we saw, I was already having trouble making cuts. And yeah, I don't think I'm willing to bring it over Shriekmaw quite yet. So I'll run it back like this. And once we learn a bit more about their deck, maybe we'll figure out what to cut. Okay, this looks acceptable, if not exciting. We get to play Looter, get some value here. We'll see if the Shriekmaw's any good or not. Our opponent mulliganing. Good news for us. Unfortunate for them to have like you don't draw your third land into a mulligan game, but that's Magic sometimes. Sometimes you end up on the good side of RNG, sometimes on the bad, so. Alright, let's see what they do here. Alright, Lava Claw is fine. Sure, I'll lead on a Swamp. And we'll just go Looter, and then probably just play Chart a Course if they don't kill it. Or probably even if they do, honestly. Okay, they got something here. They are playing blue. Ah, they have their own Chart a Course. Okay, okay. So we'll see if they are in fact Reanimator. Mizium Mortars? Maybe not. Maybe they're just playing it for value. I mean, I'm kind of glad Mizium Mortars is gone. That means they're less likely to be able to kill this Looter, but maybe they still can. Well, we got our Siege Gang opposition combo going here. Could be actually pretty strong. Once we resolve an opposition against this color combination, it's pretty hard for them to deal with it. This can't remove enchantments, right? Artifact or creatures, yeah. Okay. The ready's pretty good, but should be able to deal with it here. I could start with a Frantic Search, see if I can't hit something with this Emrakul, maybe, but I think I'd rather just loot and play a chart for value here. Attack them. This has to hit a player for this, right? Yeah. It's fine. Not too worried about Duretti here. I mean, they can sack the Construct to kill the Looter next turn, but it's like fine. Always yield. Okay, I do want more lands, but I need one of them to be blue, I guess, in order to play opposition. So I'll actually discard the Swamp here. Then go Chart. Okay, just more swamps. Well, glad I discarded a swamp if we're going to just draw nothing but swamps, but obviously it would be nice to draw something else. Still, Siege Gang's okay against the ready here. Can kind of pressure it, and like the minus ability doesn't work too well. So we'll see. If they decide to kill Looter here, Signet Shore, then following up with Siege Gang makes a lot of sense. I mean, Siege Gang's most likely my play anyway. But it'll just be even better when they don't have a solid defense here. But they could easily have a counter spell. They're on 3 mana. Guess we'll see. Alright, there's an island. We'll play that first, just in case there's any kind of discard shenanigans. Play the Siege Gang. And hopefully we can resolve an opposition next turn. And yeah, if they counter something, I'd rather be the Siege Gang the opposition, probably. Though they really work well with each other. Yeah, then we'll try to go like opposition into metamorph or something. We'll see. I mean, the ready is annoying because like they can plus it now. It makes my attacks slightly awkward. Plus, I don't really want to attack with opposition. Then they can minus like start picking off my creatures, but it takes a little bit to be able to do that, which is nice. Can this sacrifice itself? Yeah, okay, it can. All right, they got lots of artifacts, so that's something to keep in mind for sideboarding. I don't know if we have any extra artifact removal, but if we do, it would be probably a good idea to bring that in. Okay, they're just sitting. All right. This can't kill artifacts either. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to resolve an opposition, and if it gets countered, then I can attack the ready, and that's fine. Got it resolved. Good. So now we can upkeep, tap them a bunch here. Try to tap them out of... Let's see. I can tap them out of blue only, so I guess I'll go for blue. I guess the metamorph plan is not going to work that well because they're likely to use the ready to like kill the siege gang, but that's okay. I think this opposition should still be decent here. Let's tap Signet. Let's tap Blue Land. I guess I'll tap Lava Claw just because, I don't know, they might attack with it. Who knows? Oh, they're just making more artifacts? I think that's good for me. Let's see what they have here. Recurring Nightmare. Now that's a good hit. Okay. Gonna metamorph first, see if that resolves. Paying life. Chooses this. Make more dudes. Let's see. I could cast Frantic Search. Can't discard this Emrakul though, because I don't want to shuffle my graveyard. I could discard the Shriekmaw on one of the cards I draw though. It's like okay. And then it at least gives me a little bit more information on whether I want to play this or not. Yeah, let's do it. I think that's fine. Oh, well, I drew a Corpse Dance, so I guess I'll be discarding Emrakul here. Lotus is like kind of interesting. But I think I have enough mana, so I'll discard Emrakul Lotus, I think, and then just cast Corpse Dance. And then I'll still have Shriekmaw around and Recurring Nightmare. Alright, tap 3 lands. Cast Corpse Dance. Alright, that's the match. Reanimating Emrakul, pretty good. I'll see you for number 2. Alright, welcome back. Here we are for match number 2. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got halves of a couple of combos. It's got a Narset if they're playing any kind of control deck. That's obviously great. We're getting Thoughtseize maybe. Oh, it's White Weenie. Soul Ring, that's also bad. Alright, well, let's play an island. Make them play around Spell Pierce or something, maybe. Hard time imagining us beating a Soul Ring start, though. It's not a follow-up I'm too scared of. They don't have a 1-drop here. Okay. Well, I'm going to chart here. Uh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I want those lands. The Emrakul's worth keeping around. Could dump Phyrexian Rager, maybe. Because next turn is either going to be Narset or Thief. Though having a black creature to block this, like, sorted up thing's kind of relevant, too. Hmm. Maybe Narset's the worst card. I just want to play all my creatures here. A Recurring Nightmare, too. Yeah, that's fine. I'll discard Narset here. Pass. I don't know, maybe lands like right discard, just 3 mana is enough for now, but... Alright, I imagine... Oh, they still have a creature? Okay, well, that helps. Means they're likely going to have some kind of removal here, but... Yeah, like, what do you do with 5 mana? You have the sword. I have to imagine they have a removal spell. I'm just going to play Rager, maybe? No, you know what? I'll still play Thief. They will probably kill it, but the upside's there if they don't. And if they have a non-exile removal spell, then it's like kind of okay. Yeah, because we can still Nightmare it at some point here. Okay, Giver's pretty annoying, but it can't protect itself at least. So that's fine-ish. That's fine. Okay. So, how do I do this? Drew a lot of lands. Wish I had kept Narset now. I don't really want to let him get a hit in, so I might just play Rager and block. Doesn't exactly get me anywhere, but it draws me a card, and it's a fine chump for now. Okay, well, should have done that first, I guess, because I would have played Tarpid, but that's okay. Yeah, their Soul Ring start was somewhat mitigated by the fact they didn't draw any creatures. So that part's nice, at least. Let's block. Okay, they're gonna have something better here. Yes, they messed up and re-equipped, so this died to the damage. But I'm guessing that's not gonna happen. Oh, right. Okay, okay. We have a chance now. Ooh, Lotus? Hold on. Hold your horses. Does Lotus do something? Oh, man. Lotus lets me cast Nightmare right away, but that doesn't really do anything. I'm probably just copying Hero here. I can't block the hero itself, but that's fine because it won't. My hero won't die to the sword. So yeah, the Lotus doesn't look like it does anything yet, but I can do some recurring Nightmare shenanigans turn after maybe. So let's go Tarpit, Metamorph, copy the hero here. Unless copy Soul Ring, play Emrakul's the line, but I doubt it, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, no, we're not quite there. Obviously, they're winning this race, but we get to have some nice chum blockers with the recurring Nightmare here. And we get to copy the wanted soldiers at least, which is not nothing. But, I mean, they are hitting with a sword, and we're going to be hitting without a sword. Oh, wait, that was dumb. Now my thing's dead. Yeah, okay, that wasn't, like, the best. Alright, alright. We drew an island. Yeah, I mean, I got max punished for doing a stupid thing. What can I do from here? I can animate Tarpit and Recurring Nightmare it for something, but there's not much I can get at this point that does anything. They're at 15. I guess if I can get this Emrakul into play, I can win off of it. So it's like worth trying, but that was obviously just horrible. Okay, so let's go land. This costs 3 to activate, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can do both without even using Lotus, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get Rager back. Plant the Chump, and then Treasure on Emrakul combo. I think that's the only thing I can do here. Yeah. I guess I could use the Lotus to play the Nightmare one more time and sack the Rager for like Metamorph or something. Maybe that's better, but this has to be step 1, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, that's not very good. Can I afford to not block next turn? Let's see. I'm taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, if I don't block this, I die. So switching this out for hero doesn't really do anything. So I think I'm just going to sit here and chomp. And we're hoping for a miracle here. Obviously, that on your removal spell, that to a lot of stuff. I really screwed up that line. Yeah, right. Really screwed up by blocking there, but it's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes you make mistakes. All right, Massacre Worm could be good here. Fun and playing creatures. Valky could be interesting. Yeah, I kind of like both of those. All right, one looks not great. Yawgmoth actually looks incredible in this. Narset looking a little bit weak because it's going to get pressured pretty heavily. And then, yeah, I don't like Thief that much when they just have cheap removal. Okay, let's try that. Definitely missed that game up, but it's okay. We can recover. This is close to doing something. I'm going to keep it. We just need one other piece, and then the Emrakul's online, so that's pretty good. And in the meantime, we can try to get the Siege Gang out on turn 3 with the Lotus, or with the Chalice, rather, so that's okay. Hopefully you don't have like a wasteland for this. That would obviously make things quite a bit more awkward. Alright, they don't even have a 1-drop. That's excellent news. Let's cast with multi-kicker. Okay, pay 2. And I mean, if nothing else presents itself, I might just look for opposition, but we'll see. Alright, Tide Taker's fine. The Siege Gang's also just a great blocker here, honestly. Looter's interesting. I'm going to start with Siege Gang, though. It just blocks this thing pretty nicely. So, it seems solid to me. I definitely will trade for the Tithe Taker if they offer that up. There's just no reason to be taking 2 damage here. Yep, they've realized that as well. Okay. Spectral Procession. That's annoying. That is annoying. Swamp, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might just tutor for Massacre Room. I can just hardcast it, right? It costs 6. I did add it to the deck, right? Let's view sideboard. Yes, on the sideboard, this is my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty good here. I think I'll do it. So let's go Swamp, play Looter, play Tutor. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it costs triple black, which I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Just take a Massacre Worm. Answer Spectral Procession pretty nicely. Even if they have some kind of pump effect, it still deals with all this stuff, so that's pretty good. Oof. Okay. That could be pretty dangerous. Though, their deck didn't look like it had any, like, huge mana things in it, unless they're, like, randomly splashing a Crater Hoof. Mirios Call? Okay, they have Indestructible, I guess. Huh. It's pretty good. I think 5 here, and then I'm going to start taking damage off these Angels, too. Luckily, Indestructible doesn't protect from this, but still not the greatest. I think I keep these around, but that hurts. Okay, Shriekmaw's nice. It can eliminate an Angel here. Though obviously not this turn. I need this land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'll still attack with Looter. I might discard the Emrakul here, because I actually need the Shriekmaw. Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth is requiring me to pay life, which isn't great. Yeah, I think I'll just discard Yawgmoth here. Go land into Massacre Worm. I'm taking a bunch of damage here, but they also have to be a little bit careful with how they attack. Because they don't just have lethal, and they have like a sword equip or something, but I mean, there's nothing much I could have done about that. Wow, just hardcast Amiria's Call if a guy is cradled. Did not see that one coming. So we have an extra 3 life in our pockets here if we need it, as well as an extra 3 damage. That's all relevant. If the Streak Maw happens, that also deals them an extra 2, as long as this Massacre Worm sticks around. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to take 8 here. See what they do. If they don't remove the worm, we're in like okay shape. Hero, okay. Hero's fine. Land's not the best. So I can kill Hero, attack with everything. They're going to chump here, so that's 4 damage right there. And then they take another 4, that's 8. It looks like lethal to me. I could also swing with Tar Pit as well. If I just want to invoke the Shriekmaw, which is probably fine. The Shriekmaw isn't accomplishing a whole lot on this board. So I think I like having the extra attacker here. Kill the hero. We're going to lose 2. Activate Tar Pit. Attack. This looks a whole lot like lethal. All right, excellent. So we managed to get that game. Massacre Worm was indeed a good sideboard card. Miria's Call. All right. Well, hopefully you don't get a start like that again. But yeah, I still like Massacre Worm. I think I still like Valky as well, to just rob them of a creature early. I still like not having Narset. That seems solid. Yeah, I think I'll just run this back. Looks like our opponent's taking a minute, so I'll pause it until they get here. All right, here we are. I'm definitely keeping this hand. It's pretty close to getting the Emrakul into play, so... Ooh, well, now they know about it. I don't know how much that changes, but... Sure, you have a Kithian. Swamp. Pass. I have tutor for an island here at some point. We'll see. Probably just go Chalice on 2, but... We'll see what we draw. There are board states we get into where Emrakuling them's not good enough, but they're not that likely. That certainly isn't relevant here. So if I tutor for an island here, does that do anything? No, I still need to get the Chalice into play or get another land into play. So I might as well play the Chalice now. If I high roll an island next turn, then I just basically win, and if not, I can search for an island and do it the slow way. Need them to not have like a huge token generator mostly. If they just play regular creatures, we should be in pretty good shape. It's like a hero that could be scary because it's just a lot of damage. Skycleave on my Chalice, okay. Not entirely unexpected, and it won't be all that impactful, to be honest. Again, unless they do something scary next turn. Oh, I drew the island. Okay, so it would have been impactful, but... Well, now I have tutor for an island. Is there anything I could tutor for that would matter here? Is there like a 1-drop that fixes anything? Let's see. I could tutor for Lotus. Hold on. Oh, should I have just done that in the first place? If I tutor for Lotus, I go to 4 mana and I can eliminate all their permanents. That seems good. Yeah, I guess we'll just use Demonic Tutor as a Lotus Petal here. That seems okay. So I tutor, I get Lotus. I sack Lotus for black. Yeah, that works. Lotus. Should I just tutor for Lotus last turn? Was that... Yeah, that was probably the play. I kind of forgot it was in my deck, to be completely honest, but that's fine. So sack that for black. Pay a blue for chart. Discard Emrakul. Play Shallow Grave. Shuffle our graveyard and attack them. Fortunately, we don't get any value off the Skycleave here, but that's okay. They're down to 0 permanents, 3 cards in hand. I think we'll be okay. There goes the Emrakul. You should do... It's a good start to recovery, though. I don't think it's going to be enough. Ooh, bulky, alright. Yeah, I mean, I'll play it. It's a 2-1. That might actually matter here. They have a Selfless Spirit, and they had a Containment Priest. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'll take a Selfless Spirit, I guess. So I can become a Selfless Spirit and have flying? Sure. That's fine. Is this a sorcery speed thing? No, I can do that whenever. Alright. So I don't need to do it now. Sure. Now it's a 2-1. Demonic Tutor again. Can I find lethal off of this tutor? Siege Gang's pretty close to lethal, but it's not quite there. I mean, they have a Winds of Abandon, a Containment Priest and stuff. Yeah, none of this really matters. We'll just play both of these. Yeah, I think hilariously I do get Siege Gang Lieutenant because it's just lethal through anything here. All right, managed to get there. Oof, that was some fun victories from behind there. All right, I'll see you for the finals. All right, here we go. Bump in the microphone. All right. Obviously be on the play. Well, this is our combo. Oh, jeez. Hold on, guys. Okay, hopefully this works a bit better. I apologize if there was any noise there. Anyway, despite this being our amazing 2-card combo, I am going to mulligan this hand. It's just a little too slow here. Okay, this looks better. Not incredible by any stretch, but at least Looter can dig us in some action. I need double black more than I need double blue, I think, especially since we have Yawgmoth in hand, so let's just put an island back. Our opponent mulliganed as well. Alright, we're on the draw. Let's lead with Swamp. Pass. And yeah, we're just hoping this Looter finds us some action. Let's see. Yawgmoth not looking at its best here. Oh, man, does everybody have that Soul Ring? I mean, I have a Lotus, but still, I'd like to not play against Soul Ring. Be nice. I can get, like, Mind Twisted here. Okay, they're just sitting. Oh, we'll attack. They have like a tap effect or something? No? Alright. They've paused on beginning of combat and attack. Makes me think they might have like a repeal or something. Something they're thinking about doing to this Looter. Maybe they have a counter spell and like a repeal and they're not sure what to do here. Who knows? Always yield. Probably discarding land. But ooh, Narset's a good draw. Okay. Yeah, let's discard Swamp. Given that they're holding up mana, do I want to just jam Narset? Or do I just want to play Tarpit here and kind of hold for a minute? So if I play Tarpit, that lets me follow up with Yawgmoth, which is not even that good, though, is the thing. But the fact they have 4 mana and did nothing scares me a little. I don't know. They could have like a Factor Fiction or something. I'm just going to go for it. To win against a Soul Ring turn 1, we're going to need a little bit of luck. So I'm just going to hope that this works. Eh, it's not. All right. Remand? Okay, Remand's not the worst. It's not great, but... Alright. They're going to freeboot it. Unfortunate, but fine. I can at some point kill the freebooter with Yawgmoth, I guess. Takes 2 kills. Takes 2 creatures, though. Alright, what we got? Swamp, alright. I'm certainly attacking here. And we'll probably play Yawgmoth. Got a 2-min response. Okay, sure. It's probably not great for me, but maybe they're just entombing for the heck of it here. Let's see. All right, draw. More swamps. I guess I'll discard a swamp over Creeping Tar Pit if I drew another one, but still go Swamp Yawgmoth. If this Children doesn't just immediately get into play, I might do something silly like sacrifice this to put a counter on that, then oof. If they need this untapped, that cannot possibly be good for me. Oh, it's just double blue card. I mean, it's still probably bad for me, but yeah, Jace is like pretty bad. I'm gonna bounce Yawgmoth. Okay. Take one. Now I wish I had Tar Pit in play, but what can you do? Lotus not really doing much. I might just hit the Jace here. Make it a little trickier for them. I think that's actually fine. Obviously that doesn't kill it, but it's something. I don't know, maybe I should have played Lotus because they're more likely to take it out of my hand than out of play. Massacre Worm. It's not even that bad. It's not good, obviously, but let's put a counter there, sack a creature, draw a card. Ooh, Siege Gang? Okay. That kind of does something. Gets a little expensive with a Massacre Worm in play, I'll say that, but they're gonna Fate Seal me now? Okay. This is sort of doable. I guess Jace is back up to 3, so I have to kill it with a Tar Pit here if I want to kill it. Alright. Try an island. Can I use this Lotus to do something cute is the question. Because I do want to kill the Jace. So that's going to be Tar Pit plus 3 lands, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 5 mana with the Lotus left. So I can still resolve Lieutenant, which is probably worth it here. It's a little bit awkward with a Massacre in play, but we're at a high life total, so I'm not that worried. And it lets me start doing things with Yawgmoth that are kind of helpful here. So I think I'll do that. I'm still going to play an island. All right, activate Tar Pit. Now with a single blue open, they're not super likely to be able to interact with this. They could have like a Dismember, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Their Jays didn't end up doing all that much. So I want to Siege Gang Lieutenant and play off a Lotus. I think I do, yeah, I think I do. It's just a good combination with the Yawgmoth here. They have their own Siege Gang, okay. It's not really scary. It's slightly annoying, but I assume they're going to attack here. Gonna go ahead and block. Okay. Activate Yawgmoth. Choose a target creature. I'll choose you. Sacrifice this guy. Ooh, draw Gristlebrand. Okay. It sort of does something. I know we discard it, but it's not bad. Ooh, Recurring Nightmare? Okay. Okay, that gets me somewhere as well. I need to get this Massacre Worm off the board, honestly. So I want to Narset first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can Narset plus Recurring Nightmare. The Recurring Nightmare doesn't do a ton right now. I think getting Narset into play is useful, so let's do that. Just cuts off some options for them here. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. Okay, I'll take a Demonic Tutor. And then I can tutor for a way to get this Gristlebrand into play. So like, or should I, oh man, this is tough. Yeah, this is fine. I'll tutor for a way to discard it, and then I can go Recurring Nightmare Gristlebrand the following turn. Yeah, that seems good. And if Shallow Grave becomes an option, then I can just do the Shallow Grave thing instead. Like if that seems like it's gonna be better. Oh, do I not have voice? Okay, no, I do. Frantic Search, I think, is the way to go. Yeah, it seems fine. Just conserve mana. Alright. No need to attack here. Alright, go ahead and block. Okay. I still sacked at this, I think. Guess I'll target their siege gang here. I guess they sack it in response, I don't draw a card, which is a little bit bad, but whatever. It's mostly fine. Yeah, okay, I countered the card draw, that's fine. We should be okay from here, I imagine. Ooh, there's a Thief of Sanity too, alright. Yeah, I might as well minus first. Alright, Corpse Dance in opposition. Yeah, I'll take the opposition. I think I'd rather get Gristlebrand into play first, but opposition's not bad. Oh, Phantasmal Image is a nice one here. Let's discard Gristlebrand and Thief, maybe? Sure. Untap 3 lands. Play Recurring Nightmare. They have a counter, that's not great, but... Oh, I put Thief of Sandy over top of Gristlebrand. Whoops. That's fine, though. Now we'll go Phantasmal Image, make a Siege Gang, I think. Oh, I could have made a Massacre Worm, too. This is okay, though. And then get back my Gristlebrand for this Phantasmal Image. There's another 2, that's fine. Alright, there we go. Yeah, just pass here. Feels pretty good. Even if they reanimate a Shieldred here, I'm in like really solid shape. I can make a copy of it even. They have a kill spell for the Gristlebrand, it's a little bit worse. That's not gonna work. That's gonna kill a goblin. Which I will sacrifice here. Alright. I imagine we're locked to win from here, but let's be slightly careful here. Play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go opposition plus recurring nightmare. That's pretty good. Let's attack with Gristlebrand. Gain my 7 life. Wait, can I win without opposition? I can Phantasmal Image the Massacre Worm, which makes him lose 6 life. And then Metamorph a Siege Gang, and that wins, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. They have a card left in their hand, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'll sack the Yawgmoth here. It's fine. Okay, they're conceding. That's fine. Okay, so we managed to win that one. They're playing Reanimator, clearly. I mean, they have an Entomb and a Shieldred. They also have some good control cards. They have their own Siege Gang, which feels a little weird in their deck, but who knows what they're doing. Okay, so I want Animate Dead to try and counter their Reanimation. Scarab God's also kind of interesting for that. Triumph, not as good if they're going to have stuff like Siege Gang. I think I might bring these two in. Shriekmaw looked really bad. Let's cut that one. And what else looks not so good? Kind of like the rest of it. Geomancer's good with a lot of cards. Rager's a little slow, but like it's fine still. Chart Looter, Image, Tutor, Grave, Strix. Yeah, I like all those cards. Yeah, forget the Scarab God. We're off to do bigger and better things. Alright, it's our opener on the draw. I think it's another mulligan. Like, the Metamorph's nice, but if they reanimate something and we Metamorph it, they're still kind of ahead because they're the first ones to have it on the board. So I think we can do better than this. Okay. Keep this one. I like the Animate Dead. I like the Frantic Search, I think. Though maybe Frantic Search is the thing we put back since we're going to be down a card already. But it is a combo with Animate Dead. I like Narset quite a bit. Woe Strider gives me protection. I could put back a Swamp, but that seems a little bit aggressive. I think I'll put the Frantic Search back. It's just hard to be down a card when you've already mulliganed. And they have stuff like Thoughtseize anyway, so they can easily break up our combo here. Okay, Imperial Seal's probably not great for me. Looter's okay. I mean, we're hoping they somehow discard or like entomb something to let us animate dead. Entomb's not likely to have that happen, obviously. They're just gonna cast an RN step typically, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe they have just got like Hymn to Torok or something. Oh, they have a Thoughtseize. Yeah, it's not great. Took the Animate Dead, predictably. Opposition could be good, but I assume we're going to get Entomb Reanimated here and lose. But I mean, look, when they have Thoughtseize and Entomb Reanimate, like, that's going to be hard to beat for most decks unless you can counter something there. With Shieldred, sure. Alright, I assume it's just a Shieldred here. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. Oh, there's more. Cool, cool. Hasiger? Wow. Alright, I'll sacrifice my creature. Cool. I'll play Low Strider. I can't even block both these creatures. Oof. But I can sack this for a Scry, which, you know, might save us. Who knows? Midnight Reaper. Sure, you have a Midnight Reaper. Well, that's not going to do it. I don't even know what we could draw here, honestly, but might as well scry and try. Nope. All right. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have an opening like that. It's going to be hard to win. That's fine. Don't think it changes how I want to play, so I'll just run it back and hope they don't have a crazy opener like that again. Certainly seems like a strong deck. They have Jason there too. Like, they have all kinds of good stuff. Okay, this has a Lotus, which is exciting. I don't know if it's good. Like, I mean, it's definitely a keep, right? It's just a matter of, do I use this Lotus right away? I think I might go turn 1 Lotus Thief here. And then I can also get a Chalice out because I have an extra mana. So then, if they can't turn 1 remove the Thief, I get to start hitting them with Thief. Then I have a Rager on turn 2 to follow up. That all seems decent. Yeah, let's do that. I'll open on Swamp, I guess. Cast. Sack for blue. Chalice. Multi-kicker 1. Okay. 2. To play a Thief. Alright. Your turn. Hopefully this thing survives and can give us some dividends here. They have a Soul Ring. Alright, alright. We got a game on our hands. Oh, they have the Dismember. Okay, well, we don't have a game on our hands anymore. They're just crushing now. Ay, ay, ay. Probably just having perfect thing every time here. All right, we'll play a Rager. There really aren't that many turn 1 answers, but, I mean, Dismember is one of them. And that's the one I had, so what can you do? Definitely a high-powered start to the game here. This Demonic Tutor is interesting. We still need another piece of action to make this Emrakul work, so kind of have to hold off for now. I'll probably, if nothing changes, play Recurring Nightmare and get my Thief back. Like, it's better than having a Phyrexian Rager in play, but Midnight Reaper, sure. Okay, Swamp's fine. Yeah, I don't really want to offer them the trade and give them a card here, so I guess we'll just go Recurring Nightmare. Get my Thief back. Pass. Not exactly how we drew it up, but something. It can't be good. It's a Jace, maybe. Jace bounced this is like actually pretty good here. That doesn't look like a Jace. Gaunty, okay. Gaunty's annoying, but at least it's not like life total pressure, so it gives us time here. Definitely some good stuff they could have had, though. Obviously not blocking. Siege Gang. Okay, Siege Gang buys me some time as well. and it's good with recurring nightmares. That's all fine. Gonna get a thief hit in here. I assume, anyway. It's a little awkward if I mill over something that they can reanimate, but... I got their siege gang? Well, I guess I'll play their siege gang. Can I play lands off this? No. Okay. Huh. Do I want to play their siege gang or my siege gang? My siege gang's better with recurring nightmares, so probably my siege gang is the better one to play here. Next turn's likely their siege gang, unless again we draw some for the Emrakul combo here. I'll just block 1 here. I'm willing to take 2 damage. This guy will block and sack here. Still don't want to let them draw cards. Plus, the life loss here actually matters a bit. Like, they're getting low. We're attacking in the air. They do have Massacre Worm, but I guess Siege Gang Lieutenant's pretty safe against Massacre Worm. You always just sack all your goblins. Phantasmal Image? Okay, I guess it's a combo with Midnight Reaper, sure. Oh, they're gonna make a Thief of Sanity? Guess that makes some sense. Into Swift End Mine. Okay. That does something. Swamp doesn't do a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't like them hitting me with Thief. Is there anything I can tutor for that would be good here? Let's see. Shriek Maw isn't in the deck anymore, so that's not good. This is tough. Yeah, the fact that this Emrakul is a 3-part combo is really killing us here. It'd be nice for this to just win. I could get my Thief back, but it doesn't really accomplish that much. I think I just play the Siege Gang. It pressures their life total really well. And then maybe try to set up a double recurring nightmare turn at some point. Yeah, I think that's fine. Don't like getting hit by Thief, but that's fine. Do this. Considering attacking here, even. They get to block 1. I sack the other one. So they take 2, they go to 7. Starts to get really close. This thing deals damage too when your stuff dies too. That's actually not irrelevant. I could just not, but I have a feeling they're going to hold back blockers next turn. I'm going to do it. I can just kill them with a recurring nightmare, bring back Siege Gang. So. Let's see how they attack here. Just thief. That makes sense. Take my damage. Luckily, they can't take or drop the Emrakul into the graveyard and shuffle our stuff away. That would be actually pretty bad. This has been an interesting match. Ooh, there's a Woe Strider in there. That's kind of fun. Alright, well, they need a way to clean up Recurring Nightmare here. So I need to like either gain some life or get rid of my hand or something. I don't think that does it, but it's close. Into Demonic Tutor, sure. So if I can draw a land, then I can double Recurring Nightmare, and that's definitely going to do it. I think. Maybe not. Math's hard. If I don't draw a land, I get the Recurring Nightmare once. I can sack these 4, put them to 3. But then, yeah, okay, because they have the extra blocker, I guess this isn't good enough. Snake is fine. Can't do much about Snake. Wait, I can just tutor for a copy effect, right? Copy this guy, and then I have exactly 7? Okay, yeah, that'll work. Okay, I drill land anyway. I mean, does double Recurring Nightmare do it? Because I can't get Siege Gang again. And I can't do anything else to cost them a life. So I don't even think that even does it. But I can Demonic Tutor for a clone effect. Clone this. And then this gives me 3 more goblins, and I killed them exactly? Yeah, I mean, I think that's the play. Where's my clones? Oh, is that one mine somehow? Oh, is that off Gonti? Okay, well, whatever. I'll get a Metamorph. It's fine. All right. This was a weird game. This isn't another, right? Yeah, it's just a goblin. Boom, Xaxes. All right. There we go. Another trophy for the collection. That was not how we drew it up. That last game was sweet, though. Siege Gang, Vintage Cube All-Star, apparently, winning us games here. Both decks had it in the finals, so it must be a great card, right? Okay, so there we go. Managed to score a trophy here in the last few days. Pretty cool. And that was definitely some interesting matches. I definitely enjoyed that. I hope you did as well, and I'll see you for the next one.